Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. First of all, thank you for even watching this. And thank you for the support on the last few videos if you watched it. And if you didn't, feel free to go back and check them out. They're pretty good. Maybe I'm a little biased. If you like this kind of content before we get started, and you want to watch a guy try to make some money selling options, and for the good or the bad, then stay tuned on this channel. If you want to help out this channel and learn something, then check out my course. It's linked down below. Teaches you everything you need to know to get started selling options on your own and making income. We'll see from today how much I made from not really doing, in my opinion, a whole lot. And what I thought was a slow day until I actually looked at the numbers. If we go over to Robinhood, it's been a pretty good day. After hours, it dipped a bit, but as of right now, up about $3,200, $3,300. Mostly because of our favorite stock on the channel, SoFi. As you may or may not know, I have accumulated a lot of shares of SoFi from selling options on SoFi, some calls, some puts, taking the premium I get from selling those options and reinvesting it back into the company. So that's how I went from 3,000 to 4,000 shares to 5,200, which felt pretty quick to gain that amount. And today, even with the after hours dip, we're looking at about 3,300 in appreciation. But I didn't make a whole lot of trades today. I work a normal 9 to 5, so it's not like I'm always on my phone trying to make some trades. I do this on the side to see if I can make some extra income doing so. And it felt like a pretty slow day. And what I like to do is I like to generate a new statement each day on Robinhood and have my web app that I'm building analyze that statement and tell me how much I've made. And you can see right here, this is just today, June 16th to June 16th. Maybe I need to up the logic a little bit if it's just one single day to just show it. But anyway, after all of this sell to open and the buy to close, the net premium that I made and put in my pocket was $334. Now, depending on where you're at in life, that might seem like a decent amount or maybe not so much. But for me personally, I think that's crazy that I'm able to make $334 trading on the side while working a full-time job. Some of these were me rolling options because some of the calls that maybe I was selling that were expiring this Friday, I ended up rolling it at a higher strike price into next week. So it says 12 total trades, but when you roll an option, that actually is 2 trades because there's a buy to close component and then there's a sell to open component because that's what rolling an option is. You buy to close the current one, to sell to open a new one, and hopefully you get a credit for the difference in between. If we break down by income by particular ticker symbol that I sold options on, and I just sort it by descending, we can see Robinhood, I made 120 almost 121 bucks selling options on it. SoFi 75, Nvidia almost 75, HIMS and TQQQ. And now that I see this TQQQ amount, that reminds me of one trade that I like to make when I sell a put on a stock and that stock takes off. I have really 2 options there. Well, 3. I can let it expire worthless, hopefully, come expiration, or I can buy to close it if the value of the put that I sold is not much. Or what I did today is I can roll that put that I sold up in price, which is this one right here, this transaction. You might ask, why would I do this? So my original put that I sold was a $68 strike expiring this Friday. And I rolled it up to a $70 strike because TQQQ today went up pretty significantly in price. We can see right now it's at $74, but at one point it was $76. So what I could have done is I could have bought to close this and just ended that trade. But I went ahead and I rolled it up to $70 for the same expiration date. So it's still going to expire this Friday. But this new one that I sold, I made $46. So the net, the difference between the two, is I pocketed $20 from rolling this up. And this is what I like to do from time to time if the delta or the chance of it expiring worthless looks enticing. So I'm not going to roll it up if there's like a 50% chance that this is going to expire worthless. But if it's like a 70 or an 80% chance, if I roll it up to that amount, that's going to expire worthless and I make some extra income doing that, I'll take that 10 out of 10 times. And though even though it is 20 bucks and I made 334 total today, so 20 isn't that much, it still adds up. In my mind, every little bit and every little trade that I make adds up to a more significant amount. So yeah, that's a trade that I like to make and I like to look at. If I sell a put and the underlying asset shoots up, something I'll consider is rolling it up. Of course, the flip side of that is now I'm closer to being in the money than before. So if it shoots back down, I might be in a bit of a situation that is not completely optimum. But I don't worry about that for the time being. If that happens, I'll look at rolling it down and out. What I can only control is right now. So thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. And let me know if you made any trades today. I love hearing from you guys. And I hope to see you in a future video.